Hello student, welcome to social studies class. This is the first class and according to your second evolution syllabus chapter 19 it is there, India and climatic condition. India climatic condition, it is your chapter 19. Now India is known for its diversity, the various diversities are there. So in respect of this diversity, India is also a land of varied climate, season, different geographical features. So now first we will see the continental climate. Central and the interior part of India experience hot climate and it is categorized as continental climate. Now these two areas, this interior and the central part of India, these two parts experience very hot in summer and very cold in winter season. Now the features of continental climate, it is during the summer season the temperature it will be very high, hot season, and temperature it will be low, sometime it goes -degree during the winter season. This is continental climate. Now equatorial climate, it is that type of climate, mainly it is found in the coastal region of India which experience equable climate, equable. So throughout the year the sea plays a major role in moderating or influencing the climate, and little variation in summer and winter temperature. So continental climate, in the continental climate what we got, so during the summer season, during the summer it will be too hot, okay, and winter it is very cold. Clear? These are the features of continental climate. And the equable climate, both during the summer and the winter, means the temperature is little differences is there, okay, not too much. Here you see too hot, too cold. Clear? So this is equable climate, and this equable climate means little differences. So continental, and this is equable climate. So this equable, it is in the coastal region, and because of the presence of the water body, sea and the ocean, okay, because of these water bodies, so it moderates the climate, okay, or the climatic condition of the coastal region, and that is why it is known as equable climate. And continental climate, it is mainly in the central and the interior part of India, mainly the northern India. So Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, these are the areas. Now some places of India receive heavy rainfall. Mawsynram, it is in Meghalaya. So Mawsynram received the world highest annual rainfall. It is more than 1000 centimeter in a year. Now the arid region, okay, so the arid region or the state, okay, state of Rajasthan receive very scanty rainfall, okay, very scanty rainfall, less than 25 centimeter rainfall in a year. And the Kargil land, the Ladakh, receive snowfall. So you see the differences here. In the northeast we will see the why the northeastern region, Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, this Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, all these states, why receive this more than 200, say the annual rainfall received by Assam, it is more than 250 centimeter rainfall in a year, whereas you see the Rajasthan receive less than 25 centimeters, sometime less than 50 centimeter rainfall in a year. Why these differences? Mawsynram receive more than 1000 centimeter rainfall in a year. Why? This we will discuss in this class. Now, these are the variations of climate across the country. Now, despite all these differences, India possesses. Now, though the differences, but it played a very important role in shaping the economy of the country. And more than 70% people are dependent on agriculture, and all the farmers are dependent on monsoon. So what is monsoon? That also we will discuss. Now, India experienced tropical monsoon. So what is tropical monsoon? And it is because of the monsoon wind in the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north. This Tropic of Cancer passes through the center of the country and divided almost two halves. Now how it passes? Now what is Tropic of Cancer? And in the globe, if you see, then only you can understand that. Clear? This is globe. This is equator. Equator. This is Tropic of Cancer and this is Tropic of Capricorn. This is North Pole. This is South Pole. Clear? These are the polar region which is very covered by ice. Okay. So these are very cold region, both the North Pole and the South Pole. So this is Tropic of Cancer and this is Tropic of Capricorn. Clear? So this Tropic of Cancer passes through India and it divides India into two halves. Clear? So let me show you in the globe. Now this is equator. Clear? 0 degree equator, and you see here Tropic of Cancer passes and it divides India into two. Clear? Where India is located? India is located in the northern hemisphere. This is southern hemisphere. From here equator to their bottom South Pole. Okay. So these are the North Pole, South Pole. This is equator and India falls in the northern hemisphere. So this area from upper portion, from here equator it is 0 degree to up to this North Pole, this is northern hemisphere and this is southern hemisphere. This Tropic of Cancer and this is Tropic of Capricorn, and when the Tropic of Cancer passes through India, so it divides India into two halves. Clear? And it passes at 23rd and the half degree. So now latitude. What is latitude? Now Tropic of Cancer passes through middle of India, while the southern part lies in the tropical zone and the northern part fall in the subtropical zone. As the temperature remain quite high during the summer season all over the country except in the area of high altitude. High altitude area. Now high altitude area. So this area except high altitude area, say mainly the mountainous region. Okay, mainly mountainous region. So because of its height, okay, so which receive, okay, so compared to this plain area, it receive less temperature, and because of this and from this surface area, so whenever we go up, so the level of this temperature decreases. Now the rate of temperature what you will get at the on surface level, you will not get after going 12 kilometer above. or 8 kilometer above from the surface area. And because of this, now mountain Himalaya say 8 kilometer, 8,000 meter height. Okay, so the Himalaya mountain ranges are there. Okay, so here I am giving example, say the 8 kilometer or the 8,000 meter. So when you will go 8,000 meter up of the Himalaya, so you will not feel too much hot there, because so when we go upward, so the temperature decreases at 1%. Now during the winter, temperature falls considerably and sometimes it goes minus degree also. Now what is altitude? Altitude, it is height, and whenever we go up, so temperature decreases by 1 degree as we go every 165 meter above the ground. So next it is distance from the sea. Now large water bodies are there, such as ocean, sea and the lake, and have a moderating influence, which moderates or influence the climatic condition mainly of the coastal region. So while discussing equable climate, so I said you, so the influence of water bodies, so how it influence the climatic condition of mainly the coastal region, and because of this, so little differences is also found in the temperature of this winter and the summer season. Now direction of the mountain. So direction of the mountain here, I shall show you how it works. Now so these are the mountains, say. Okay, so these are the mountain. Now from this side, when the wind will come, clear? So say this is southwest monsoon. The wind coming by taking the moisture from Bay of Bengal. So this mountain, the Himalaya mountain ranges, will prevent the monsoon from further blowing, and the mountain will stop the monsoon wind, and it resulted rainfall. Clear? So this, now the direction of this mountain, it is windward. Clear? It is windward, and leeward is when behind the mountain the wind will come, so it is leeward, opposite direction. Clear? So this location of the Himalaya mountain ranges, so it is a God gift, and because of this the northeastern region receives maximum rainfall. Now next it is wind. What is wind? The moving air, it is called wind. When wind move, so when there is a pressure difference between two regions, and the wind always move from the low pressure area to the high pressure area. So what is sea breeze and land breeze? Now sea breeze, and land breeze. Now what is sea breeze and the land breeze? Land gets heat very quickly. Okay, if you walk in a barefoot, okay, means without slipper, around 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning, if sun rises or it is a very shiny day, you will find that land gets heat. Clear? Land become hot, very hot. So land absorb this sunlight, heat very quickly, and the temperature, where the maximum temperature it is there, the area which is very hot, so the air pressure is very low. Clear? Air pressure becomes low where temperature is high. Here let me draw the globe once again. Now this is 0 degree equator. Now this area receives more temperature, and because of this the air pressure is low. Clear? And this equatorial air pressure belt, it is also known as, and you will get all this in the higher classes. So now when land gets heat, temperature, air pressure is low, and from the sea above the water body, so air will move towards land. Clear? It is called sea breeze. Oppositely, water takes time to absorb heat, so you can check this also at night. If you go to pond, you will find that. So water is hot at 9, 10, 8 p.m. at night also. Now there what happened, when above the water, so still at night also temperature is there, water is hot, so where temperature is there, pressure is low. So from land area, so air moves, the wind moves towards the water bodies. Clear? It is called land breeze, and moving air, it is called wind. So wind always move from low pressure to high pressure to low pressure. Wind always move from high pressure area to low pressure area. Now seasons in India. What are the different seasons? The next topic it is, what are the different seasons which are found in India? First one, it is winter. Winter season begin in the month of December and last till the month of February. January and February, it is the coldest month. But peninsular India, this southern part, peninsular India, this southern part, peninsular, three sides surrounded by this water, it remained warm, and the average temperature it is 25 degree Celsius. And why? It is because of the presence of water bodies, which moderates the climatic condition. Now during this winter season, the temperature it range from 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, and northern part experience very extreme cold with a temperature falls 0 degree or below 0 degree. Clear? Now during the winter season, the northeast monsoon from this area, northeast monsoon blows over the India, and because of the presence of Himalaya protect the North India from extreme cold. Though North India experience extreme cold, but somehow Meghalaya also, that Himalaya also protect that. Now the variation in temperature causes cool dry wind from the Bay of Bengal blow north to south while passing over this sea. Now from this area, central northeast area, when the wind blows, these are dry, okay, these are dry wind, okay, means wind without moisture. When it enters here Bay of Bengal, it take moisture, okay, or the vapor it take moisture, and while going these, it results rainfall in South India, Tamil Nadu, in winter season also. So winter season Tamil Nadu receives rainfall. Now next it is that northwestern part of India also receive rainfall during the winter. It is called western disturbance. North west part also receive. Next it is summer. Now summer season in India lasts for the 3 months. It is from March to May. March, April, May, these 3 months are summer season. Now it is characterized by hot and the dry weather condition. Very hot and dry weather. Okay, so the wind is very dry in absence of moisture. Sun shines right over India, and during this summer season, so the southern part of India experience the fast, and by the month of May, the northern part and the southwestern India becomes hot with a temperature. It is about 50 degrees Celsius. Rajasthan more than 50 degrees sometimes. Now hot and dry and the dusty wind, it is called Lu, and the people of Uttar Pradesh, so in the Rajasthan, they have experienced this Lu. They are very much known about Lu. Lu, what is Lu? Lu, it is a very hot, dry and the dusty wind. Whenever this Lu touch our body, so sometimes it burns our skin also. So that is why people of this Rajasthan, this Uttar Pradesh, they cover their face and the body during the summer season, because to protect themselves from Lu. Now next it is this monsoon season or the rainy season. Now what is monsoon season? What is monsoon? Now the word monsoon derived from the word mausim, and it means season. Now during this June month, this monsoon season start from June and till it lasts the month of September. Monsoon season start in the month of June and last till September. Now a type of wind blows northwest from the northwest and get divided into two branches. It is the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. And the moisture laden wind, when it blows from the water body and enters in this region, so it resulted the rainfall in this region, and after that the Bay of Bengal winds, when it enters and takes the moisture from this Bay of Bengal, and after that it enters the northeastern region, and as a result of that, taking the moisture from the water body, it results rainfall in the northeastern region. And because of this, so Mawsynram receive more than 1000 centimeter rainfall in a year, annual rainfall. And why this rainfall takes place in this region? Because the presence of Himalaya mountain ranges. So this is all about the southwest monsoon. Now most of the rainfall received in this season, and because of this, so farmers, they do their cultivation during this monsoon period only. Clear? Now Mawsynram, I said, received the world highest or the wettest place in the world, the maximum rainfall. Next it is retreating monsoon. The monsoon which is followed by a season of retreating monsoon, mainly during the October and the November, which retreats. Now in this retreating monsoon, it is because of the atmospheric pressure in the northwestern India stand increasing, which result in the reversal direction of the monsoon wind. So which gets reversed from North India, it gets reversed. So it retreats, it comes back. So the sky is usually clear. So the Sky is usually clear and humidity is low. In this period, the wind blow from northwest to southwest and are called retreating monsoon. Thus, month of October and the November form a period of transition from hot and humid rainy season to dry winter condition. So it is a transition from rainy period to means this dry and winter condition. Now, while retreating, it brings rainfall. I said you, while it retreats, so from there, so the wind comes. Okay, so blowing here it is wind. So when wind comes, so from here the water body Bay of Bengal, it take the moisture and while retreating, going back, so it results rainfall in Tamil Nadu. So that is why Tamil Nadu receive rainfall or experience the rainfall in winter season. Clear? So this is all about the characteristics of the retreating monsoon, and these are in the month of October and the November. December, January, February, winter season. January and February, these are the coldest months, and April, May, March, April, May, it is summer season. June, July, August, September, monsoon. October, November, retreating monsoon. Monsoon period, monsoon season, it is also called as a rainy season. And in this time, so maximum rainfall receives during this period, June, July, August, September. So at present, rainy season, it is going. After that, retreating monsoon will retreat, and from the water bodies, sometime from the local water bodies also, or the regional lake, from the lake and the rivers. Okay, so the wind or the retreating this wind, so take moisture, and sometime in the winter season also, so some areas experience or receives rainfall. Clear? So this is all about the retreating monsoon, and a good monsoon means a good yield in the agriculture. So monsoon period means the rainy season. So whenever rainy period, so the particular area or the region will receive the maximum rainfall, then only cultivation will be there and better yield will enjoy by the people or the farmers. So when all this will happen, and during the monsoon period or the rainy season, when this will be rainfall, particular area or the region will receive the rainfall, then only the production will be there. So farmer will enjoy the prosperity, and it also strengthen the nation economy. Thus, India's economy greatly affected by the monsoon because predominantly agricultural country, and because of this, though irrigation facility it is there in the country in different areas, but maximum of the farmers are dependent on the monsoon rain. So this is all about the chapter. This is all about the chapter discussion. So I repeat once. First, we have discussed this continental climate. Summer season, too much hot. Winter, too much cold. Then equable climate, little differences in there in the summer and the winter season climatic condition. Water bodies moderates or influence the climatic condition. Mainly this equable climatic condition found in the coastal region. After that, so the location of India we discussed, it is located in the northern hemisphere, and the India divided by Tropic of Cancer in two halves. Now then we discussed the altitude, latitude. So the base level or on the ground level, so the temperature what we get, we do not get the same temperature with higher altitude. So now whenever we go upward, so the temperature decreases. That is why, so the hilly region, the temperature in the hilly region, it is low as compared to the plain region. Then Then we discuss so the wind, land bridge, sea bridge. So wind is moving here, it is called wind, and from high pressure to low pressure area, wind always blows from high pressure to low pressure area to fulfill the vacuum which creates there or in the area where the low pressure it is there. After that we discuss the different seasons found in India. It is that the summer season, March, April, May, summer season, June, July, August, September, it is rainy season or the monsoon season, October, November, it is retreating, and December, January, February, it is the winter season, and the 4 different seasons characteristics also we have discussed. And because of this monsoon season and receiving the rainfall from this season by particular regions, because of this farmer they yield their production or enjoy their production, and because of this, so the India it is agricultural dominant country, and maximum of the farmer depend on this monsoon, okay, or the monsoon rain. Because of this, and whenever good monsoon is there, so it means prosperity it is there in the agricultural sector. So in this agricultural sector strengthen the nation economy, and as because so India is a agricultural country where more than 70% people depend on agricultural activities. So this is all about the chapter. You read this chapter at your home nicely, enjoy this class. If any doubt is there, if you find any doubt or any complexities or any problems, you contact me every night, so I shall help you and read well at home. Again I am telling, so do not hesitate to call me. You call me, I shall solve all your problem. And after enjoying and understanding this chapter, at last you read the question, solve all this problem. It is there in your book. After the chapter, fill in the blanks, match the following and the question answer. Though question answer are with you, okay, question answers, all these are given to you. So you enjoy all this. Any doubt, contact me, I shall help you. This is all about the day's discussion. Thanks to all.